The idea for this trip actually, first the sort of seed was planted in my head by Red Bull. They wanted to maybe have me do something, closer to home. My head it started going into overdrive with all the ideas and all the things that we could be doing, and it grew and grew and grew and grew. It's gonna be so cool to be able to take some of this craziness that's happened to me in the last year and a half and put it into like a really productive, fun trip. Hello, are you just... Okay, all I know is how to ride around Edinburgh. I don't know any street names, so... I'm excited.
Who's that Danny on the phone there?
That's the guy who's delivering my spangly new camper van. Pretty excited about it. Oh, look at it! This is perfect. This is exactly what I had in mind, for sure.
You've driven something this sort of size before?
No. It's got bumpers, so it'll be fine.
Right.
I was going to ask some horrible things about the toilet, but it's too immature to be asking those kind of things, so it's fine. I was like, what kind of capacity can it take, We're driving into the camp. Wet. It's a good backdrop. Edinburgh Castle. Hopefully the rest of the trip doesn't end up like this.
What were you wanting to start with?
It's a 360 nose tap over it, I think.
Have you checked the grass down there? See how hard it is?
It's hard enough for me to land, I think. Mornings like this way, it's hard to get motivated. Unfortunately, I've been injured for the last 9 months. And really at the start, now I'm not really feeling ready, to do this trip, to be honest. It's cool. It's kind of stuff, fairly sort of basic kind of trick over it, but just nice to get some solid stuff, and then I'll try the harder stuff in a little while. Fortunately, my wrist did not enjoy that. These injuries they've affected my whole body. It might just be collarbones I've been breaking, but when it comes to actually being up on walls, I have this kind of bit of a mental battle that goes on.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
People with common sense would sort of look at it and think it's not a very good idea to be making puzzles like that in your life, and that's the kind of whole reason I ride, is because at the end of it, when you do solve it, the feeling that you get is, well, sometimes it's mainly relief. That's been something I've been wanting to learn for about, 4 years or something like that. I've never had the opportunity to do it or try it on anything. And then to land it on Edinburgh Castle, yippee. It's good. It's a nice way, it's going to be a nice way to start off this trip. The aim of this trip is basically to travel from Edinburgh to Skye. Hopefully these won't make our ears bleed. And to take in all the locations that's randomly hidden in the Scottish hills. Being back in my village at Dunvegan is going to be cool. And really start meeting up with my friends back there. That's going to be a really big thing for me. I can't believe that we've got a camper van that is this sweet. So just can't wait to get it pimped out. Oh yeah. So I'm lucky enough that I've got Dave Survey coming along and filming the riding again. So a really easy person to work with. Dave, unfortunately, in summer 2008, had a bad crash in his BMX, and you know, he broke his leg badly. So he was out with injuries for quite a while. And it was round about just after he got out of his cast, he offered to, you know, make a little video with me.
I was off the bike for a while, so it was a good time for me to have a little project to work on, and for Danny to have the time to go out and do some riding for the camera. So I think that would have been September, October 2008. It
was the first time for me that having the camera there helped me kind of push for things that I wouldn't maybe normally do in my riding. We never ever expected the kind of reaction it's had. We both put all our effort into it, but for me, I just wanted trials riders to like it. You know, that was my kind of main thing.
Danny did some of the best riding he's ever done, really pushed himself for that, and that gave me the opportunity to film some of the best footage I've ever had the pleasure to film.
Once that video went on the internet, like the day after, it got some ridiculous amount of views. I'm sure it was like 300,000 views or something like that overnight. And then within a couple of days, it was like 3 million. I mean, after that video, I mean, there's been so much opportunity that's come from it. And one of those things is actually, you know, allowing me to do this project. What's great about what Danny's chosen to do is it's so different from the last film, going off into the countryside and finding these street spots that are in the middle of nowhere that people would normally never try and ride, never mind get the chance to ride. Here at Port Edgar at 6 o'clock in the morning. Hopefully going to head out in the Firth of Forth. I'm going to go ride some more islands, so it should be good. It's pretty wild out here, you know. So close to where I've ridden every day for the last 4 years, kind of thing. It's pretty cool to be somewhere so close, but yeah, it's so, you know, you could never access it by anything else, so it's good fun.
What happened there?
Something that is less than ideal. At the end of the day, my riding's sort of street riding. This project, I kind of made a bit of a shift from riding street to trying to find obstacles that allowed me to ride my style of riding, but out in the middle of nowhere. Pretty excited. Look at it. Can't really get a scale of how big it is from here, but yeah, should hopefully have some decent riding on it. Meow. Mad when you find places and you've been looking at them on the computer for a while, then suddenly I'm here with a bike. I'm all talk, that's all I am, all talk.
I don't know what I was expecting. It's pretty epic. I don't think anything prepares you for architecture like that in a setting like this. It's pretty incredible. Right, this better be worth it, Daniel.
Caledonian MacBrain, welcome you on board the ferry Loch Striven, and we hope that you enjoy the crossing.
Today we're heading to Brazzy, which is an island just off Skye. Going to like an old tin mine where, which I found like a little while ago. So I managed to find all the grotty concrete in Scotland, it seems, but the setting around it's pretty amazing. It's like walking through a jungle. I actually found a picture of this place on the internet. It looks a lot smaller in the pictures than it does when you actually get here. These blocks are about twice the size of what I thought they were going to be like, because there's no like sheep or anything to scale them to. It's completely different to what I normally do, but there's no kind of limit to, I suppose, or nobody telling me what I can and can't do on my bike, so it's nice to just, get friends involved.
He's going to owe a lot of people a lot of drinks, I think.
Pulls it back.
I've known Daniel all my life. We started riding bikes at quite a young age, just enjoying himself most of the time. Daniel progressed quite early though, he was always better than everyone else.
So exciting!
Daniel was always the test dummy for all of our crazy stunts. I remember one time out in Waternish, we got like a large tarpaulin and created some kind of makeshift parachute out of it and harnessed Daniel into it and got the wind in behind it and shot him down the croft. All these stunts, we'd just make him do it because he seemed to be unbreakable. I've been here a few times before. If it works, it's going to be quite impressive. If it doesn't work, we're quite a long way from a hospital, so we don't really want to think about that.
Check it out. When are you going to do it? I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah. When I was younger, my parents gave me a quote unquote in the Times, a reckless amount of freedom as a child. My parents were really cool with me and my friends, just going out and kind of making the most of the surroundings, I think now, more and more, you get so many kids that are brought up in a real, like a little bubble, where they're not allowed to go out and actually, get grazed knees or, grazed elbows or whatever, that's all part of kind of growing up.
Stop that! Stop it! We'll just camp here.
If it rains here, Donnie, we're never going to get out of here, ever.
And I can put it all the way down
and then
have a run at it and get it.
Push from here.
I'm sure it'll move from here.
Alright, we'll go for it.
Danny, what's happened?
Well, we appear to have a wee situation with the camper van. You know, we were having a bit too much of a disco in it, and yeah, it's gone off the track. I think a tractor would be a good idea, but
it might be a sensible option because you know it's going to work.
Somebody should turn the burgers.
yeah, I'll do it. When you're from Skye, you can see in the dark. It's like a scene out of a horror film.
Go safe to back that fire ever.
Dave, come and have a look at this.
Put it in the fire. Oh no, wait a minute, no we didn't. Have a look.
It's been wet overnight and the jumps are a bit soft and muddy, so I think we're going to go gather peats instead, and we're going to take them over to a phone box and staff and try to jump over it. No idea what's going to happen. But it seemed like a wise idea a long time ago. I spent about 2 or 3 days looking through about 3,000 phone boxes on the internet. And I knew this one was actually here because years ago I managed to get my whole school class in this phone box. 9 of us. Right, let's get a move on.
Hey. Right, Daniel. As I sit in this seat on the charge. What's this? Yeah? Action!
Ah, good to commit. No.
Oh, no. You alright?
Oh my God.
What happened there?
Things don't come easy, that's for sure, you know. This has certainly made me have to work. My legs and my ankles and stuff are pretty sore just now. And now my handlebars have snapped. I don't even believe that, Dave. What a relief. Pretty excited about the weather we've got today. You know, when I thought about this line, or when I saw the photo, you know, on the internet of this place, this is what it looked like. So, in my head, this is what I was wanting. Waiting to get that weather on Razzie for probably about 10 days altogether or something. So to actually have been there and got everything we wanted done, you know, on all the lines. All my friends put so much hard work into it, and it's the last step before we actually get back to Skye and actually back to my home. So I'm delighted.
That's a pretty good night.
This is us just coming onto the Skye Bridge. The Skye Bridge connects, you know, Skye to the mainland, and it's very rare to see it on a day like today. There's not a cloud in the sky. There's no better way to see Skye than a day like today. It's just stunning.
I just think he's a great laddie, right enough, but I'm maybe biased when I'm his mother.
As a child, he never wanted anything for Christmas for his birthday, so all he wanted was things for his bicycle or a bicycle and things like that, so he didn't think about other material things.
He would disappear out here on his bike, and I used to ask him to tell me if he was going east, west, north or south, sort of to send out a search party. We knew which direction to put them in.
All the years that he'd been pursuing his activities, we never thought he would ever achieve so much success.
He's never been competitive. The only person he's competitive, I think, is himself. He just wants to make himself better.
I think with Daniel has found happiness and he really enjoys the world of cycling. There's no question about it. He's really in his element, and he really has a passion for it and a feeling for it.
This trip back to Skye has been like a real sort of an adventure, you know. It's been really cool to visit all these spots that in my head thought, you know, you could maybe do bits and pieces here and there, but you know, to actually go and visit them, and you know, it's been really challenging. Right now we're on Jack's Hill looking down at my home village, Dunvegan, on the Isle of Skye. I couldn't think of anywhere else in the world that I'd rather grow up. It was just so much fun. You know, I had lots of cool friends, and I'm very lucky that I've just been able to do what I wanted. You know, when I left school, the one thing I wanted to do was go be a mechanic in a bike shop, so that's what I did. You know, and I don't really know how I've managed to get here, but it's yeah, it's really cool to be back. You know, and it's cool to kind of have everybody really kind of happy for me as well. You know, or everybody's kind of really sort of chuffed that I've been able to just kind of go and do, I suppose, what I love.